Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam. Thank you for joining for another video. I'm on a roll. I felt like I was feeling creative, so I'm doing an extra Scrap Backwards video. This isn't for anything particular, just scrap backwards and using up some more of my kit supplies. I have pulled out a few bits and pieces because I had a little play about, and as a result of that, so I basically started with a bunch of the interactive elements you will recall if you watched my kit video. I've got like a little bag with envelopes and tags and pockets and all the good stuff. And I wanted to use some of them, and I really wanted to use this paper because it's so far out of my comfort zone. It's this. Like, I'm sorry, but this is hideous. If you like it, great, but it's not my style at all. It is Prima. It's quite a new paper. It's from their Strawberry Milk collection. And yeah, it's just not my style. However, this side, for some reason, even though it's predominantly pink, I actually really like. So I wanted to try and use that. So I picked out this paper, then I picked out some of those tags, and then I have chosen my photos of two of my favourite ever people. That is Mrs. Lisa, who is the brains behind Scrapper Sketch. For those of you who enjoy Lisa's sketches, she is the lady that does them, and one of my best friends. And then of course you all know Kathy, aka Scrappy Kathy on YouTube, and we all took a trip to Liverpool together last year. And Helen, who is Island Scrapper here on YouTube, was with us as well. She's not in these photos, but I have scrap photos with all of us as well. And I do have loads more photos to scrap of it as well. So that's what I am doing, and I thought, let's use pink. Let's just go crazy. And, new mat. We have a new mat. There's no ink mark, and I will try not to drop an ink pad squarely on it. I've changed my camera location, so you can actually see most of the mat, which is just brilliant news because it means I have a bigger workspace and you can see more, which is great, and it doesn't look a bit wonky. So I am just starting off. I've also pulled these out. I thought it would be good to use a couple of these as well. We have got we've got 4 tags. So I'm going to start by cutting some twine. I'm using black twine because I thought with all that pink, let's bring in a bit of black to sort of ground it, because there is a lot of pink, like a lot of pink. I am the guy who does not use pink, remember? So what I'm going to do, what I thought is a strip across the middle with our elements. So what have we got? We have got a tag in a pocket. So let's put some twine on that because we can't have a naked tag hole, and you need to be able to take it out of the pocket. It's in like a vellum pocket, which is super duper. Let's have a look. So this is, I think these are from they are from Heidi Swap, Sun Chaser, I think. And on the back it's like a mini ledger, and it's got some writing on the front. Good vibes all the time. So I thought we'd have this here. Then I've used one of the frames from the collection for this photo. I did rip it a bit there, but you can't tell. So I'm going to sort of pop that here with another tag behind there. We're going to go tag crazy. A little bit of copper foil detail there because we've also got this tag. It says on the agenda. I may or may not cover that up. We shall see. There we go. So I'm going to put the frame under there and there. Then we've got Explore, Dream, Discover, and this sort of Polaroid frame with Kathy next to the statue of Cilla Black. So that's what I kind of thought. I've got this, which was a tag, and I decided to rip it. Why not? And I'm going to add them in both corners, and that's as far as I got with my playing about. So let me just add some twine to the rest of these. It's multi-purpose really, because some of the tags are interactive still. So the ones in the pockets and the one behind the photo, you are going to be able to remove and read, because I'm going to journal on them. I know it's all change here, guys. Adam's journaling, like whatever next. Whereas the one that currently says on the agenda, you're not going to be able to move, but I'm still going to put twine because it is still a tag. And I just genuinely cannot have naked tag holes, I'm sorry. Just not for me. Mess this one up. Start again. So does anybody have this collection? This is the only thing I have from this collection. And it's not because I chose to buy it. It was in a kit that I received. I'm glad I did, because I do actually really like this paper, even though it is predominantly pink. And as I say, I wouldn't usually buy it. Well, I wouldn't buy it. So had I not got it in a kit, I never would have used it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm curious whether anybody likes the collection as a whole. So the Strawberry Milk collection from Prima Marketing. I don't think I've ever had Prima products. I did have a couple in my D stash because, again, I've had them in kits. But I don't think I've ever used a Prima product. I don't think so, anyway. I'm not going to want to do any mixed media on this map. I've kept my old one, so what I may do is put the old one on top when we're doing mixed media. So on the back of this tag, it's just a plain. This was from the ephemera pack. These were from a tag pack, so they have got spaces for journaling specifically. So, I am going to start by sticking this label. Heidi Swap is somewhat obsessed with labels, I have established. And I love it because I love labels. So I'm sticking the vellum to our page. There we go. Like so. Next up we have this frame, which brings in some more colours. So it brings us our green and our yellow. This tag brings us in our blue, as does this one. So then we can bring in more colours, even though we have a predominantly pink paper. So I'm not doing a layout that is purely pink. No, 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 no. That cannot happen. Okay, so I'm just going to put tape on 3 sides on this one. And I'm going to tuck it underneath here, like so. Then hopefully that will sit behind there, like so. Yay! Then we have on the agenda, which is going to go underneath the frame slightly. Then we have Kathy and the Polaroid frame, which I think is from Maggie Holmes' Round Trip. That's one thing for some reason, even though I am very forgetful, I do have memory things, which is to be expected with health. But scrapbook collections, I can remember the full details. Ask me anything about where a collection is or what collection something is from, and I'll be able to tell you. It's very bizarre. So that is the basis of our layout done. We have a strip across the middle filled with tags and frames. 2 of my favourite things. Then I'm going to add this up into this cluster which is already on the patterned paper, and I'm going to bring another one down here just to sort of mirror what I've done up there. And then I think I will also use my stapler. That didn't work out right. Try that again. So I'm adding a couple of staples in. It's not like sticking it. That is for decorative purposes. I am so happy to be scrapping again. So happy. And thank you to all of you for commenting and joining in the happiness. I really, really appreciate it. And it makes me realise why I do these videos. Yes, for me, but also for you guys that watch. Okay, I'm going to use one of these, excuse me, wood veneer banners from Elle's Studio. I think we're going to use it over here, so I'll just use a bit of Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. So as I say, I'm not following a sketch or anything. It is my intention, my original plan was to do 30 days of sketches as I generally have, because it was Christie's 30 days of sketches that got me onto YouTube initially, and I've always said that I'll always do it because I love it. Obviously we are currently in series 11. I do have a sketch that I've designed that's coming up later in the series, and I do plan on doing the sketches. I'm just not pressuring myself to catch up and do them now. So I'm going to start with number 1, and we're just going to go at our own pace, basically. And we'll finish them when we finish them. Okay, I'm also going to use one of these Cocoa Vanilla Studio Daydream Puffy Fabric Hearts. So I'm going to use the beige biscuit one, because it matches what we've already got there. So I'm going to put that onto that vellum. And that's as far as I had sort of played about. So let's look at the sticker sheet that kicked off our kit, which is this, Life Captured from Simple Stories. That sort of, well, I say it kicked off my kit. It was sort of a mismatch this month because it's such a mega kit, but the colours do match the colours in this really well. So we've got like the green and then the pinks. It's all about the pink on this layout. So I'd like something to go here. So we could put this butterfly here. Don't know. Yeah, I like that. And they are beautiful ladies, so there you go. So we've got that there. I was going to cover this up. I don't necessarily have to, because I could write out our plans for Liverpool there. That's quite a good idea. And then I can write other journaling, so I can, there was a funny story about us on a open top bus, and we passed this really funny factory. Me and Lisa were in stitches. Kathy and Helen didn't have a clue what we were laughing at. So I could write that story on one. I could write out where we went for lunch and what we did. There's loads to write about. I might actually use one for Lisa and one for Kathy and write about them, like why they mean something to me. I don't know. I'll figure something out there. I'm doing a lot of flapping. Okay. Let's have a look. I do love these hearts, so I'm going to add one on here and one on here. I kind of want to add a phrase over here. So we've got make every day count. Just trying to bend the strip back a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to pop that down here. We've got make everyday count. It is a little bit wonky. That is intentional. And maybe adventure weights up here. It was an adventure day. It's a long day. But it's such a good day. Adventure awaits. And that also brings in a bit of the blue that we've got going on in the main body. That is from Indigo Skies Kaisercraft. That's the only thing I have from that collection. This is We Can Just Stay Home, and it's got the sloths, which is amazing. No Place We'd Rather Be. That's quite a nice sentiment for the day. Wicker Lane, another favourite collection. This is my kind of crazy. Maybe not. Oh no. I'm going to do that. They'll appreciate that. Then, let's have a look. Don't know whether I want to add florals. No. Okay, we may look at our ephemera tray, or I may keep this as a sticker-based layout. Because I'm quite enjoying flicking through the stickers. So why not? So it's just looking, seeing what I've got basically. It's the first time that I've really looked. Looking forward to using some of these for Kathy and I cruise photos, and this one. We've got a Disney sticker sheet, which of course doesn't have to be just for Disney. Okay, and another one. So we've got a little speech bubble that says fabulous. I'm going to add that up there. I do want to add a flare actually. So I've still got my Christmas ones in here as well. But I do have some others, so let's see. That's quite a good match actually. I'm not sure if it's going to fit now. I guess what we could do is pop one up here and then stick our fabulous sticker over it. Do you know what I say? Always layer up your flare. I think this is from the Little Joys collection, and I'm actually going to stick it over the blue because it's not quite right blue. It is not quite the right blue. That was a mouthful. So now it just looks like we've got the grey and the black and the pink. Yeah, I like that. And of course these two ladies are flare ladies, so it works. Let's see. Now I could doodle a bit, but no. Got a black heart. Hearts work on any layout, as far as I'm concerned. I love these florals. A Wonderful Day in pink. You know how much I love my word strips. Every summer has a story. That works quite well. I'm going to layer that one up down here. So many sticker sheets, but they're all part used, and I'm loving using them up. The only one that isn't was the inspiration one, which is Life Captured. Okay. So the wrong shades there. And then finally we've got a couple of birthday, which are not going to work. Okay, we've used a few stickers there. We've got this chipboard. Let's see if there's anything on here. Got Rome. I'm going to layer that one up there. Yep. Excuse me. We've got a little chipboard heart as well, actually. I'm going to pop that down here. I don't think I need much more. But, let's see. Let's see if we have any puffy stickers to use. Don't have much more space, to be fair. That's the wrong yellow. We've got this little puffy that says details. So I'm actually going to put that on the tag, which you're not going to see until you pull it out. But I do still like to have some detail on there. And the same for this one. So that says Joyful Heart, which again, you're not going to see. You're going to see a little bit of it poking through, and that is A-okay with me. I've still not used any of these. I bought these because of Lisa, so I shall have to use them. This is from Bo Bunny Beautiful Things, which was a collection from last year that I was so tempted to get, but I never did. And I didn't need it. So we're going to layer up another word. So we've got 3 there. And then I think that's probably it. Just going to put a couple of these stars. I'm using them like they're enamel dots, which I'm okay with. So I'm just popping them down there. And I think that's going to do it, actually. What I will do, just to keep myself accountable, I'm going to do the journaling quickly. So it was, let's see. So it's Tuesday the 14th of June last year. Kathy, Lisa, Kathy, Lisa, Helen and I had a trip to Liverpool. Here's my two favourite people ever. So obviously it's about it's about Kathy and Lisa. And then on the back of here, I'm probably going to write what we did. But I just want to obviously be sure about that. And then I'll write something else on the other two. But for now, that's going to do it, guys. I think. Yeah. That is going to do it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It doesn't look particularly pink on camera, but the brick is like a whitewashed pink. And it is quite a pink layout for me, but I do like it. And I hope you guys do too. It's a little bit different, but I like it. I will be back with another video very soon. It's going to be quite random, I think, depending on what I do when I do it. But I've thoroughly enjoyed creating another layout with you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.